Yo, what's up YouTube? JamesWBaek here and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we have a brand new team to kick off the finale of Series 5 VGC 2020. We have Torkoal, Exeggutor, Indeedee, Charizard, Stonejourner, and Urshifu. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go check them out as always. And if you do want to try out this team alongside me, there is a rental code of the team as well as a placement of the team down below. Make sure you grab what you can. As always, be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. It really does help out my channel, so I'd really appreciate it if you do those things. As well as you can check out my Twitch channel for more VGC content, variety game content listed down below in the description, as well as my second YouTube channel for highlights and a bunch of other things coming soon. Otherwise, let's get started with today's episode. So today's common question of the day is going to be, are you going back to school, whether it's going to be online or if you're actually going back to an actual campus or like actual, area, or if you aren't in school, let me know if you would have, and if you had the choice between going to school either online directly or just skipping school. Let me know what you would have done in the comments down below. We got our first opponent though. Incineroar, Togekiss, Gigalith, Amoonguss, Dusclops, and Cinderace. So, okay, double fire, interesting. Gigalith's kind of a concern for this team. I don't have the best Gigalith answers, although Urshifu is actually pretty good with Charizard, I feel like, against this team in general. Yeah, I really like Charizard plus Urshifu, I think. It's really strong against my opponent overall. I don't think this is a game I bring Exeggutor in. I know that the Gigalith's 100% coming. I think I go to Charizard here for the damage output with the Urshifu. Seems like not a bad plan. I like the Torkoal in the back, and I actually like Stonejourner because I feel like I'm going to try to power through this team more than anything, because the goal of this team, as you can see, it's a bit crazy. We have some interesting sets. It's basically try to sweep with Charizard and Exeggutor. Unfortunately, Exeggutor doesn't really do well against Double Fire and Trick Room or Togekiss, but we'll see how this goes. By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to the Patreons and the subs on Twitch, because you guys have allowed me to upgrade some stuff. Of course, if you can't notice, my camera angle is a bit different. That's because I finally got a new chair. So my old gaming chair was like either 5 to 7 years old. I don't remember, I got in 2015 or 2013. I think it was 2013, but I feel like more realistically it was 2015, but I can't remember. And oh man, it has been growing a bit stale on the back. So really thankful to everyone who allowed me to get a chair. But yeah, all right, we see that it's Togekiss and Dusclops. Oh, they know about my weakness policy. I wanted Urshifu with Surf and Choice Scarf, but Urshifu didn't get it. So okay. Pretty sure I can just go for a Heat Wave here, get some damage out, and kind of okay with just going out a Stonejourner. Or should I just go for the Water move? Because Togekiss has to follow me here. They can't let me get the Aqua Jet off into Charizard and get a KO here. So, you know what? Well, Surging Strikes the Togekiss, I don't think it's too bad of a plan. As, yeah, they are forced to follow me in this situation, which I do not mind. I'm hoping Heat Wave will do a decent amount to this Togekiss, as Heat Wave is going to come out into the Pokemon. Not bad damage. I don't think Surging Strikes is going to pick up a knockout, which is completely fine here. I am Assault Vest on the Urshifu. Let's see. Not bad. The damage definitely isn't bad. Aqua Jet probably KOs actually, which is kind of nice. All right. Want to see the Trick Room come up? Okay. Stonejourner on an Aqua Jet sounds like a plan. I could also just go for the Heat Wave here, which wouldn't be that bad of a decision too. I could also just stay in, and I think that's fine as well. There's quite a few things I could go for here. I like the Heat Wave. Or maybe I just Scorching Sand, Aqua Jet the Togekiss in case Gigalith decides to come in, because I could see that play as well. They could hard swap here. But yeah, I'm just going to Aqua Jet. Yeah, they stay in. Probably just a Dazzling Gleam, which I think is a fair play too. So I get rid of the Togekiss. I could also get a burn on Dusclops, which I think is all right here. As we're going to see Nightshade probably in the Urshifu to break a potential... Well, they know I don't Sash. They know I'm Assault Vest. So, Scorching Sand will come out into the Dusclops. Very little damage, but that's fine. We do get the burn though, so we'll chip away with the Dusclops, especially if they bring in Gigalith. So I'm okay with that. I feel like I resist every single hit from Gigalith besides like a max Knuckle. So I feel like I'm pretty okay with going Stonejourner afterward and going for the KO onto Gigalith if possible. Gigalith's going to come out, no surprise. Sandstream going to activate. I will go for my Stonejourner plan as well as like go for the big hit with Urshifu. And yeah, I don't know what they do. Maybe they Rock Slide, Bulldoze, but yeah. I definitely want to go for the Rapid Flow here as well as... Is the Rapid Flow to play or is it to Knuckle right away? Probably just a Rapid Flow. Yeah, I want the most damage possible and I don't think I need the Knuckle unless it's Willis Dusclops. They could go for Willis right here. If they do have it, that'd be very solid, but I don't really have a play. But they don't break Sash on Stonejourner, so I still get the Power Spot boost. We will see the Dynamax come out from this Gigalith. So the plan here is hope that Urshifu can do some work. I mean, it is still a strong hit, but Gigalith has some pretty good defense, especially if they read the Stonejourner and Steel Spike the Charizard slot. I feel like that's super risky though. I realistically think that's super risky. So let's see here. As we will Gigantamax with our Urshifu. Which is actually funny because I don't really use Urshifu too much, but it was in the finals of both Players Cup teams. We will bring out the Rapid Strike Urshifu. And let's see how much damage this does. I'm hoping for a good amount. I'm not sure how much damage Gigalith will do. If they double up my Urshifu, it's not that bad of a spot. Bulldoze's going to come out, no surprise. I don't think we'll have a +2 Rockfall, but we'll see. Weakness Posse will activate. Please don't have something like, I don't know, crazy that can hit Urshifu. That's not like Knuckle. Let's see. As everything takes a speed drop, we're gonna see the Knuckle. Okay, so that's kind of fine. I actually could have went Charizard there, Dynamax, and go Torkoal, and probably just won the game. So I'm actually a little bit surprised they did that, but that's fine. As I will get a big hit on the Gigalith here, I think. Maybe Knuckle. I don't know. I kind of need all the damage I can get onto the Gigalith. That's some pretty good damage too, so I'll take it. I think the way I win this is by endgame Charizard sweeping because they really don't like Charizard in the endgame at all. And yeah, I really do like endgame Charizard as the last decision. So, how many times I trigger my left? 2. All right. They probably Knuckle again. They might Knuckle. They're probably going to Knuckle the Urshifu. I could swap here and Superpower. Because I think that they don't target the Stonejourner as much because Urshifu is way bigger of a threat. Because if they let Urshifu survive, it's a really bad spot for them. I just don't know if they're going to Rockfall or if they're going to go for the Knuckle again. Because I could see them going for Knuckle. So I'm actually going to swap in a Torkoal. The reason I'm going to make this play is because I'm trying to stall out the Trick Room efficiently. We're actually going to see the swap here into Incineroar, which makes sense for the Intimidate. So that has to be, they have to be bringing out the... They have to be targeting the Urshifu. I don't think you make this play if you don't target Urshifu because, like, I don't think you KO the Stonejourner here unless you're Steel Spike. If you Steel Spike, I guess it's fine. But I think, like, Urshifu endgame can actually seal things up because the Dusclops is so weakened. But we'll see. Bring out the Torkoal, get rid of the Sand. Let's see if they set up the Sand once again. They could go for the Rockfall, which would be a very smart move from them. Let's see. No, they go for Knuckle again. Is that in Stonejourner this time, though? No, it's in the Torkoal. So I do get the read right, and that's actually a really big read here. All right. So that's pretty good. And we will be able to get the damage off into this Stonejourner, into this Gigalith. And if they go for the Rockfall, they set up the Sand for me, which is actually pretty solid. So we will go for the Superpower. Pretty nice damage into the Gigalith. It does put in Aqua Jet range from my Urshifu, which is really important if they go for the Rockfall the next turn. So really here, I think the safe play is just to protect Stonejourner, just to have that power spot boost, I feel like. And I might as well just go for the Body Press into the Gigalith, I think. Or is it better to Yawn here? Actually, it might be... I think it is actually better to Yawn, because I could see them go into Dusclops and knocking out the Stonejourner. I'm trying to think what's better to pressure, because I could try to get rid of the Gigalith now if they decide to ignore the Torkoal. I think they're going to KO the Torkoal anyway, but I think they're going to rotate back into Clops, because I think Clops makes the most sense here. Or they might fake out, but I really feel like they should have went Clops to try and get another trick him off, but they just fake out the Torkoal. Okay. That's not bad for me. Steel Spike gonna come out into the Sojourner. Does this KO? It does, but that's completely fine. I do get to bring out my Charizard here, and I feel like I just get a very free Scorching Sand off into one of these slots and do a ton of damage. And I feel like I could just body press knock out the Gigalith, because even though the Gigalith's at +1, it is really low HP right now. We do have the Sun up, which is actually good for the Charizard sweep endgame. So we will go Charizard here as their Dynamax does go and is over, but it's fine. I wonder if they're trying to live Aqua Jet through Protect, which a +1 defense in the Sun, maybe they do. I'm just gonna go for the Scorching Sand here and the Body Press. It does make the most sense to me. Don't see a reason not to click it. I think Gigalith's forced to Protect here, and Torkoal should be faster than Gigalith anyway because of the Boldo situation that happened earlier. So I feel like overall we're in a very safe position, and right now what I want to just focus on is being able to sweep with my Urshifu in the back in the late game if possible. Ironically, Urshifu Sojourner putting in some work. Let's go. Hopefully Exeggutor will be able to put it on the show. But yeah, we should be able to be fine because they can't really switch into this attack. I think your best pivot here actually is to switch out the Gigalith into the... Oh, no switches, no protects. All right. Scorching Sand into the Incineroar for a pretty healthy amount. I say Darkest Lariat here into the Charizard. Yeah, okay. That does a lot. That's offensive. Body Press going to come out. This should knock out Gigalith. We have a really high defense stat with Torkoal. Yep, goodbye. Gigalith, and that should be game because now I could go for Scorching Sand and Incineroar. Or I could just go for the Heat Wave. I think Heat Wave is actually a very fine play here because I'll be able to knock out the Dusclops before it gets annoying, and I could Body Press the Incineroar anyway for the KO unless they ally switch and I miss. That'd probably be the worst case. But I think like we should have this game sealed anyway. So we will Body Press the Incineroar. We will go for the Heat Wave. I think Heat Wave should be able to knock out. We will see the ally switch. I'm not surprised. Okay. So that's perfectly fine because as long as the Dusclops takes the chip that I need, Incineroar avoids, that's not really that big of a deal. As long as I got the knockout on Clops, which I don't, but with the burn it will. So that's completely fine. Lariat into the Charizard once again. Will pick up a knockout, but the Dusclops is going down this turn 100%. To the burn. Body Press goes into the Dusclops. And yeah, goodbye Dusclops. I'm guessing it didn't have Pain Split 2. We saw Nightshade, we saw Trick Room, we saw Boldo, so actually we should have probably been able to just win anyway. But yeah, now we're in a perfect spot because now Urshifu gets to come in. We get to click... should I go for Surging Strikes and just see if it KOs? Nah, let's just go for Close Combat. It's very safe. And we Body Press. Like, we have two Pokemon that knock out the Incineroar at this range anyway. And yeah. So Urshifu going to be taking a pretty nice one here. So that is really nice to see. So Urshifu will be able to pick up the final KO. And hey, it's actually being useful. The last time I tried out Surging Strikes, or yeah, the Rapid Strike Urshifu, it didn't exactly go that well. So I'm really glad to actually see it do some work here. But yeah, let's continue on. Maybe we can get a game of Exeggutor. It's a very fun team. I really like, after seeing Exeggutor once and it bodied me on my Twitch stream. By the way, if you haven't checked out my Twitch stream, you should. As always, the link in the description down below. But yeah, it did body me, and it was... I really want to try out Exeggutor before the bans happened because you don't have Indeedee anymore or Torkoal. So I felt like, you know what? I'm going to try out Exeggutor, and I'm going to build a team around it. And this is what the result was. Ooh. Wow. Interesting. We got Rain versus Sun here with Electric Terrain. I don't have Sleep Powder on Exeggutor anyway, so that doesn't change anything, but that's pretty cool to see. All right, we see the Kingdra, Politoed, Corviknight, Pincurchin, Pikachu, and Raichu. Why am I so scared of this team? Like, I actually am. Surprisingly, I am a lot. All right, Urshifu, not really my play here. I feel like I think I just bring Charizard, Exeggutor, Indeedee, and Torkoal. Yeah, that's probably my best option. I feel like overall, I feel like it's Dynamaxing the Charizard, maybe the Exeggutor if they lead the electric types, because I could see them leading the electric types. Indeedee to change the terrain to deal with the Raichu and Pikachu easier, and then the Torkoal in the back for the speed control. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because I don't like Urshifu in this matchup. Just because the electric mons as well as the Kingdra with max airstream could be annoying. And Stone Journey is kind of a weird mon because it just doesn't hit anything on my opponent's side, and I don't think the power up is as important as the control with terrain and weather. So we will go with these four. Let's see how this goes. A really interesting team on my opponent's end. I don't know what to bring here. I can see Pikachu combination or the electric type combination. Like I can see them leaning Precursion Kingdra for instance too. I think that's Kingdra. Oh, it is Kingdra Pincurchin. Okay. This got interesting. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna go Indeedee here for the terrain because I think they're gonna go Politoed, and I'm just gonna expanding force for damage, or should I just Leaf Storm? Because I think Precursion definitely switches out into the Politoed here. Or should I Dynamax and just go for Overgrow? That's another play too, but I kind of want to Dynamax Charizard in this game. Because I think Precursion switches out to cover for the Torkoal switch. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the Overgrow. Why not? We'll go for the Overgrow. I think the Politoed does come in for the Precursion slot. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really feel like you shouldn't let me go Torkoal and Sleep Powder. Well, I can't Sleep Powder, actually. Huh. So maybe they stay in. They do switch out Precursion. Show me Politoed. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right. So I'm going to get a knockout on Politoed. I don't need the Psychic Terrain because Precursion I know can switch in later. So like I was fine with changing to Terrain anyway here. I didn't want Airstream to knock out Exeggutor. So yeah, this is feeling pretty good here as we will Dynamax. Actually, there's no switch from my opponent's side. So I wonder if they just went for the Muddy Water or a regular Hurricane. Because Kingdra definitely should have been faster. Let's see. Surf. Oh, don't tell me you're a Jux button. Man, I had to play right, and then I just revealed to surf. Oh, that's very unfortunate. So they're probably going to go back into Precursion. Or Corv. Oh, man. I thought I had the read, and then the one thing that could have screwed me over was Surf and Jux button combination, and that's exactly what happened. I probably should have anticipated with the terrain. That's really hard to anticipate in my opinion though. Like what could I do to call that? I could go Torkoal here, but like I think my play here is basically hoping I could get KOs. So I think I just got to go for some KOs. I'm going to go for the Overgrow and the Kingdra, helping hand boost it, and hope that's enough. Maybe they don't Dynamax here. Maybe they try to switch out the Corviknight into Politoed once again in case like the Torkoal wants to come in. But yeah, this is a really bad spot now. Very bad spot. Man, I really wanted the Overgrow knock on a Politoed, and then Exeggutor would have been an MVP because once that Pokemon went down, I could go into Torkoal. I could get the rain up, the sun up permanently because the rain can't be reset unless Kingdra goes for Vortex. But that's fine. That's a turn of Vortex. That means they're not doing too much to my team. We are gonna see Dynamax come up from my opponent, so I don't think it's Corv. It should be the Kingdra. This game got really interesting. Surprised the core of Dynamax in this situation. If Kingdra... What's it going for? Surf? Oh, I guess that makes sense. I guess they wanted a double knockout, so I'm trapped in the weather. Oh, that makes a bunch of sense. I don't think Exeggutor is living the Airstream. Okay. Oh, wait. What if I just switched into Torkoal and clicked Overgrow? Then that play lost because I outspeed the Kingdra. I still can get weather. I guess I'd be in a bad spot because like I'd be forced to bring in Torkoal there, which means Politoed comes in once Kingdra gets knocked out. So yeah, I guess it's fine. Yeah, this is probably a loss. Because Politoed's going to be too annoying to handle. Maybe I can win. I'm going to need some air slash flinches and for this Corviknight not to be Lumberry. But it's not looking so good. Oh, man. The combinations weren't that great. They're going to bring in Pincurchin, which makes sense because they can't bring in Politoed. If they bring up Politoed, I get to set up the Sun guaranteed and they're forced to switch out and waste turns. Pincurchin will come out here, get rid of the grassy terrain. But mainly it's just here to bring out the Politoed once again. I will protect Charizard, I think, and go for the Burning Jealousy because I think that's my only play here. Or do I hope that Air Slash was... I don't think Air Slash plus Body Press is knocking out yeah, I just don't think it's knocking out the Politoed at the range. So I will Burning Jealousy here. They're going to swap. I also don't think Heat Wave and Burning Jealousy will KO in the rain, which is why I would potentially go for it, but I don't think it's the right play. All right. So I basically got to hope for a burn knocking out the Corviknight. A burn on the Corviknight. Actually, even then, they get a +2 Airstream here, now that I think about it. So they're +2, and then they can get another Airstream off, and Politoed will be faster than both my Pokemon. So, yeah, I think the game just ended on the eject button. Oh, man. As we get the Burn Jealousy off. We do get the burn on both Pokemon. Are we Lumberry? Yeah, Lumberry, okay. I had a feeling, but like, what else could I do? I don't think there's really a play. Heat Wave crit when it knocked out, I think, because we're not like Life Orb and it's still in the rain. I think I'm gonna have to hope that Charizard can outspeed the Politoed, get an Air Slash flinch and Body Press knocks out. Yeah, it's not looking that good. A Helping Hand. Oh, they're going for the knock on Charizard, which makes sense. I would have probably needed a Double Protect, but I don't know if the Double Protect is the right play anyway, because like I still feel like they just won by clicking Airstream Scald. I don't even think they had to go for a Helping Hand there. In fact, it might have been risky. If they had Muddy Water, I think they should have went for it. Body Press will come out. Let's see if we can get a super crit. But oh, we did get the crit. I was about to say the Body Press did too much, and that made me look like a fool because Air Slash and the Body Press would have knocked out the Politoed, and then I could have won the game off that. But the thing is, I think Pincurchin would still been troublesome. Although we did have like Scorching Sand, the problem is like Corviknight would have been too healthy and would have been able to get another Airstream off because Charizard was going to be super low. So I don't see how we're winning this. Rising Voltage on Pincurchin is also a concern. So yeah, that's gonna be the game. Good game to my opponent. The eject button Politoed was the game-changing factor. I did make the play, but I didn't expect the surf eject button. If it was regular eject button, completely understand. And my play would have worked if it was just regular eject button. It was the combination of it being surf on Kingdra with it. Was that Specs Kingdra? It might have actually been Specs Kingdra. I wish we could see the team, but we got a big Eggy, but unfortunately that Eggy is unfortunately not gonna put in the work. I mean, they got a KO on Kingdra, but we could have won the game if we got rid of the Politoed. That's what I was hoping for. But I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. This was a pretty fun team, actually. It's the first time I'm playing this team because it was based on concept, and I've actually really enjoyed it. If you want to try out the team, go check it out. Link in the description down below, as well to the rental code, as well as the payment. If you did enjoy this episode, be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. If you want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page you can check out, listed down below in the description, as well as you could always drop a Prime Gaming on my Twitch channel. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you actually get a free Twitch sub to any streamer for a month. So why not use it? Because it is money that you're wasting if you're not using it. You could use it on me or anyone else. But there are free ways to support my content by leaving a like down below, leave a comment down below, sharing this video with friends, and just by watching this video, you're helping me out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Again, if you do want to try out the team, there is a rental code of the team down below in the description, as well as a payment. Make sure you try it while you can, though, because some of these Pokemon will be banned. Actually, I think it's only Torkoal and Indeedee. Yeah, it's only Torkoal and Indeedee, I think, going to be banned from this for the upcoming series. So make sure you try. If you want to try the team out, make sure you try it while you can. Otherwise, you can always check me out on my Twitch channel, as I mentioned before, for more variety game content, as well as my second YouTube channel. Go check them out in the description down below. And yeah, if you want to join an awesome community, you can come interact with me and my other community members. Down below in the description is the community Discord link. So why not go check it out, have some fun, talk about VGC and other things. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Next time we'll be continuing to use this team. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.